Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. We have the Home Run Derby. Tonight, I'm joined by Cheeki. How are you doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to the home run derby.
Yep, I'm gonna get the title fixed up here. But yeah, the Home Run Derby is always a fun event. Lots of home runs will be hit tonight, and we'll get to see a lot of the premier bats in both the minors and majors show off their power. We'll start with the minors side, and then we'll head over to the majors. Um, Minors, we have a lot of Hepcats this season. They have quite an offense over there in Kansas City. Highlighted by AJ Justice, a very familiar name. I think a lot of people will had quite a playoff run last season. For Lincoln Mercury is one of the best power hitters in the entire minor leagues. Was in the was back here. He's back again. Was here last year. I don't remember. I think he was like a 6 or 7 seed. So good to see him back. Dog Maple, I believe, was a rookie, or for mixing up my classes, but everyone knows Dogwood Maple. Very well-known user, and good to see him having some success. Walter Walterson, I believe that's a Double Dubs player, has been on the Dillos for a while, and always great to see him there, and had a great career in the minors so far. Have Jordan Love, one of the my favorite quarterback in the NFL as a Packer fan, but in the PBE, newer user, and has been doing a great job with his player in the minors. Gnome Child, a future Toro in Cancun with me. I'm excited to see him in the home run derby. Another new user who has been fantastic. Paulo Zalewski is user is Maj's player in Louisville for us. He's been fantastic. Does a lot for the league. And we have Kason Warwick as the last player in Kansas City. I believe that's user Will3, if I'm remembering that correctly. But good to see him having some success. I believe he's a catcher for the Hepcats.
So you're a
Nope,
Packers fan.
I am a Packers fan. Yep, no, that's their first baseman. I got that wrong. They moved. Oh wait, they. Never mind. DH. Got that wrong. But
Are you in Green Bay?
no, I'm around closer to Milwaukee, so
Okay.
still close enough to Green Bay to be a Packers fan.
Are you gonna go to the draft? Because I know it's in Green
No,
Bay
I'm out
this
of
year.
state right now, so I will
Uh,
not be at the draft. It sounds like they're gonna have some good weather for it though, which is always good. There's always the worry that you're gonna get a blizzard in April, like what happens in Wisconsin from time to time, and it would just we would have no chance of getting the NFL draft back ever again. So
yeah.
it's fun to have
Yeah.
it
That's
back there.
I went to Lambeau one year. That's a different experience. Like
It
you're in a neighborhood, and then all of a sudden there's just the stadium
it
right
really is.
there.
It's kind of like being in a really true college town with not much else going on, and then there's just an NFL
Right.
stadium in the middle of middle of all of it.
I wonder where they're doing the draft.
Um, Probably in Lambeau, but they also might just build a bunch of
That
infrastructure outside of it.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how they have it working. Um,
So I'm filling out my brackets right now.
yep. If you haven't filled out your brackets, I will see if Twitch will let me send a link in the chat. It worked. Head over to there um, and make sure you fill out a bracket. I got it in the pins.
Okay.
We'll see
I see you
if
won last season
I did win
with the
last
bracket
season.
challenge.
I did, yes, trying to repeat. Um, but that was my took my lemurs, and they paid off. Christopher Hoff won
I was
last
gonna
season, so
I was gonna say you want to share your strategy with the with chat.
yeah, pick the lemurs. There's won two of the last five, so it's always kind of crazy free for all, though it feels like. Um, but I know Hummus, I believe, is running the brackets, so we need to wait for him to lock the minors before we can get started. Um,
First one's going to be Harry Callahan and Vidal Valor Jr.
no, we start with the minors first.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
we'll
right.
go
I'm on
over
the
the
wrong one.
majors second. The minors we have 1 minute rounds. The majors are 2 minute rounds. So a little bit longer, but the chaos is always there.
So that's Ford Lincoln Mercury versus AJ Justice to start us off. Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
Gonna give Hummus a little ping here. See if I can hear from him. But yeah, I've been in the home run derby a few times. It's definitely I haven't had much success with my player in the home run derby, but it's a kind of fun event because you just get to it's really up in the air. Pretty much anybody has a shot at winning, and yeah, it's lots of chaos and just get to home runs are always fun to see, so we get to see a lot of them. But I guess I can go preview the while we wait for Hummus. I can go preview the major league side as well. Um, but yeah, like you said, we have Vidal Valor Jr. versus Harry Callahan in Indy. Harry Callahan is having an amazing season. 20 home runs. It's tough to get to in one half of play. Feels like there's always one or two people that get there, but it's definitely an impressive number to hit. And Valor Jr. Just kind of squeaked in at 14, um, getting there with not as many at bats as I bet the some other people had. But this is Valor Jr. is retiring this season, so it's kind of his last hope to maybe win a home run derby. I wonder, did he? I feel like he might have won one before.
Let's see.
No, I'm making that up. Never mind. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
if
looking
we.
at Callahan, and his average home runs is about 20 for the last few seasons,
So
and he's
yeah,
already
kind
at
of.
that halfway through.
Yep. You can. OTP can give you some crazy outlier seasons once in a while, both good and bad. I've seen some really tough seasons, and then you see some seasons that are just everything goes perfectly.
Looks like in the minors, Ford Lincoln's having a similar season. He's averaging like 28. He had 28 and 25 in his first two seasons in the minors, and he's at 22 this season at the halfway point.
Yep. Um. But yeah, Jazzy Thompson, I believe he switched over to Power this season. Teammate of yours in Indy. Was also my minor league GM. We have
Hmm.
him going up against Ted Giannoulis, our graphics stream graphics head. Does a great job and has built a perennial slugger in Ted Giannoulis. Always seems to be hitting the cover off the baseball. Peter Dawson III out of Toronto. That's Diesel, I believe. And he's been putting together quite a season. I don't know where they have him playing. I think it's first, but I could be wrong. Um, yep, looks like it is first base. Um, Definitely a very strong, let's say, like a third season, six total season. So kind of getting up there, nearing his peak, but starting to get into that window where he's a true difference maker. And then he's going up against Enrique Van Caliente, who I believe
EBC.
yeah, EVC on the cover athlete ballot, if I'm remembering that correctly. And I think he won the Silver Slugger at second base last year, if my memory serves me correctly.
Got a pretty good war going this season. I think he's in the
Oh
MVP
my, that's
discussion.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
3.8. Yeah, I think KDR does the does like awards predictions. I think EDC was his MVP prediction for the Legends. So it's off to a good start so far. That's that
Solid.
is insane. Slugging
Yeah.
665 with only 86 power. That is unreal. Wow. That is got to be one of the best starts to a half for a second baseman in a long time.
Yep. So I think didn't D Fernandez win MVP last season or the season
No,
before?
Sebastian Otage.
Okay.
Yep. Then I got MVP on the other side, which was fun. Was kind of wild season, and I am not living up to it this season though. But I did have one sim that kind of got me to the All Star game, which was nice. I was hitting like 258, and I was on vacation on Saturday and was not paying any attention. And I checked the index after it got uploaded. And I was like, oh, I just added 50 points to my batting average.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
pretty good games.
yeah, I think I hit like 540 or something like that. It was crazy, but
Nice. So I was looking at the All-Star rosters with Tim yesterday, and we noticed that in the champions side there was no shortstop selected to the All-Star
yeah,
roster.
that's been it has happened in the past. It's I think that they care a lot about offense, and we
Uh,
don't have a lot of offensive shortstops. That kind of it's tough to you need all the TPE to go into TPE to go into defense, and getting the
right,
offense up to be a there's just not a lot of people that
right.
have been able to do that. So it has happened from time to time, but
I, I just didn't know it was second base and shortstop as one position.
oh really?
Like
Interesting.
there was zero shortstops on the roster.
Yep.
It was two second basemen.
I don't think I think they just do positionless. I don't think they factor position in too much for it. They might to try and balance it out to some regards, but
I
I
think someone in chat mentioned it was middle infield was the position.
gotcha. But yeah, finish off our major side. We had Barker Bubs out of Providence. Forgetting the user. Let me.
Hey, who's that last guy?
I don't know. Nobody.
Oh,
I'm delaying it as much as possible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's Parquad. Not Lord Parquad. Just regular Parquad. Um, but on Providence, kind of. It's been a great season. I believe he's checked. He's like 750 TPE. So to be in the home run derby at 750 is definitely impressive. Um, and then we got the last one, the 2 seed or no, the 3 seed, Kerry Kelly, first baseman. Yeah, it's KP's player. He says he's incredible. But having a pretty good season at first base for the Surge, who are tied for first place in the Legends um, at 17. I think believe KP is looking to yeah, it's on pace for the his career high so far. But
so
see if
Kerry
that
Kelly won it in season 49.
yes for the minors. So we do have a little bit
Ah,
of
for the minors.
home run derby championship experience, I guess, in the this season. So I remember that season. A bunch of our lemurs all picked him to win, and we had like a three-way tie for first place.
Oh, nice. Everyone's getting rich.
Yep, we had three lemurs win that season, which was pretty cool. But trying to see if we had anybody else. Peter Dawson III is also an ex Miners Home Run Derby champion. So and Ted Giannoulis. Look at that,
Oh, wow.
three Miners Home Run Derby champions in the majors today. So see how that goes. Still have not heard from Hummus. I don't know how much longer we should hold things for.
Is Is there anyone else that can close the brackets, or is it
I
just Thomas?
don't think so because I think that it's all. I think it's on his account. So I don't know if anybody else is able to do anything. Trying to think if there's any way we can. I mean, I guess I could maybe screenshot everything and just make sure nobody's changing their predictions, but
That's a lot.
yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try and copy pasting it into Google Sheets. We'll see how that goes. See what happens.
Is the Derby round by round?
It is round by round, so we go.
There's Thomas.
Oh, there we go.
They're locked.
Okay, no worries, Hummus. Thanks for jumping on. Um, hope the soccer game was fun. But that's great. We'll get into the home run derby then. But yes, we go round by round. So predictions wise, I'd say you might want to do like you could do like first round home runs, or sometimes we do. I mean, it's tough because you don't want to. We don't have a lot of time in between a lot of the rounds, so I think what has been done in the past is that you just do. We had one last year, I think, that was like total double digit performances. That one's probably better for the majors though, because I don't think you can get to double digits really in the minors. Um,
You could just keep it simple too, right? Just who's gonna win this round?
yeah. Well, I guess the problem is you've got four. You can't do a prediction for every single matchup because it's going to take too long.
Right?
Um,
Maybe every other.
yeah, we could do every other. Um, start with AJ Justice for Lincoln Mercury, and then go to Jordan Love, Gnome Child, and then we can from there we could do a four-way who's gonna win overall deal for
Yeah.
everyone else. So, but actually, well, I'll let you do Dogwood Maple or Dog Maple versus Walterson, so we can get AJ Justice and for Lincoln Mercury going, and we can get the prediction up for the second matchup. If that works for you. All right, I'm gonna guess underway. Start with AJ Justice. And all right, and we'll get the Miners Home Run Derby underway right now. So AJ Justice, like we kind of previewed earlier in the stream, a very prolific power threat. Hit a lot of home runs in the playoffs last year. Already off to a pretty good start. 2 early home runs. If you can kind of get to that 5 or 6 home run territory, that puts you in a very prime position to win the round.
Into the abyss.
Indeed, no stadium, I guess. Kind of maybe it's just all a black curtain. They don't want to lose too many baseballs. We do
So
have
he had 22 home runs last season, and he has 11 at the break this season, so on pace for the same amount.
yeah, we do have the prediction up. Dogwood Maple versus or DW Dog Maple versus Walter Walterson. So make sure to get your channel points in for that one. We'll get on with that pretty shortly. So Justice finishes with 4. That's not an easy number to beat, but it's not a impossible task either. So we'll take a look at Lincoln Mercury, who I believe is like a 70 power left fielder for Kansas City, and hits a
Yep.
homer on the first pitch. That's okay. We're up to 2 already. Only 10 seconds in.
He is projected for 44 home runs this season.
Yep. I wonder what he had.
Eats for breakfast.
Oh, wow. 25, 28 so far, and now he's at 22, only
Yeah.
halfway through. Andy's on pace to get a lot more at-bats. That Kansas City offense has been dynamic,
There you go.
so you're going to get a lot more home runs or opportunities. So, well, that is going to conclude our round. Ford Lincoln Mercury got to 5 pretty quickly. We're going to head on to Dogwood Maple. I'll put some channel points up on
Hepcat
Dog
on
Maple.
Hepcat Crime right there.
All right.
I put channel points on Walterson.
All right. Well, I guess it's you versus me. Um, but we'll get started with this round. Maple, first pitch home run. Good start for him there. That's 2 quick ones. That's 3 quick ones. That's really quick start, on pace for 12. That's number 4. He is just putting on quite a performance so far.
Hot start.
Indeed.
Cooling down.
Yep. Yeah, kind of the fun thing about the home run derby is you can get home runs and you can get them to stack
Ooh.
up really quickly. Oh, wow. There's 6.
Nice.
There's 7.
Caught back on fire.
There's 8. Oh, my. We can maybe see
Can you hit double
9. I don't
digits?
know if
No.
I've ever seen 9, even 9 before. Looks like we're going to be at 8. I might have seen an 8-7, but that's a score that I think you more associate with the majors. We'll see if Walterson can put up a very impressive round or if he's going to fall to a really strong 8.
That'll be tough.
Definitely will be.
On the board.
There's number 2. On pace so far.
Take a look at his stats real quick. So this is his 5th season in the minors. Last season he hit 26 home runs, and this season he's on pace for 24.
Yep, I mean, he's probably up there for the all-time Dillos home run record, if I had to guess. I mean, I'd be surprised if he doesn't have it already. But do you know how many total career home runs he has?
Total is 70.
All right, he's pretty a long way off the record. He might have not played first or second base, but yeah, he's gonna fall to Dogwood Maple. Got to 7, but it's not gonna
Close.
be enough against a strong round. We'll get on to Jordan Love. I believe this is his 2nd year. If I remember my scouting and drafts correctly. But not off to a quick start so far. 15 seconds in with no home runs to show for it.
What team is he on? Is he on Cats?
Nope, Dillos. Got his first one there. Got 30 seconds left. Really would like to at least get to 3 or 4. Make Gnome Child hit a couple. There's number 2. He's got 20 seconds left. See what he can do.
So he's on pace for 22 for this season. He hit 20 last season, and it's his 2nd year.
All right, I was correct on my my drafts. Looks like he's at 70 power on both sides, so definitely should be hitting a lot of home runs. But he'll only get to 3. We'll see if Gnome Child can get 4. I have seen people get 2 occasionally, but for the most part, I feel like people are gonna be getting to 4 or more. So we'll see if Love can hang on.
All right, so this is Gnome Child's 3rd season in the minors. Last year he hit 18. He has 16 already at half.
It's quite a season. The minors, it's pretty hard to hit those kind of gaudy home run totals. You can
Huh.
kind of get up to 30, 31, but when you get past there, it's really hard.
I mean, his numbers are insane though. He's hitting 387, on base of 416, slugging 626, 1041 OPS, a 4 WAR.
4 WAR.
Yeah,
That's
4.
insane.
Yeah,
It's at 2. So Jordan Love will advance past Gnome Child,
no
3
way.
to 2. And we do have our prediction up for Warwick and Zalewski. So I'll do a cut like a minute or two to let people get their channel points in for that one.
Some small thing.
I need to take a look at this because I mean, third base, 4 WAR at third base is. Oh yeah, I mean, hitting 387. It's definitely helps that a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to get all the way up there, but Andy's putting together a strong showing in the field as well, so definitely helps out that way as well. Kind of boost your WAR a little bit.
3.1 zone rating, 1049 efficiency, 2 range, 2.09 range.
Give another minute for the. I guess I'll give like 30 more seconds for the prediction, and then we'll get going on with the last round. Zalewski is a second-year player for us in Louisville. We'll get into the second round, or not the second round, the last matchup of the first round right now. Um, Slow start, but got that one out to center field. There's 2, so 12 seconds in at 2 home runs. Solid start for Zalewski. It's going to be number 3. Zalewski is only at 11 home runs this season. I think got the 7 seed in the home run derby, but it's been solid. Batting 274, 471 slugging, and say a pretty good defender. Has not been putting up the stats for us so far, but have confidence that he's. I mean, 56 range in the minors is plenty for corner outfield. But it looks like Zalewski will end with 4. We'll head over to Kason Warwick. See what
Another
Warwick can
Hepcat.
do. Yes, our 4th Hepcat. We'll start it off with a first pitch home run.
He's got 14 home runs this season, hit 19 the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, it looks like made his first All-Star game this season. So congratulations there. It's got 2 halfway through, so we're on pace to have a tight closeout. There's number 3. So Zalewski will need to see Warwick really slow down here as we kind of head into the home stretch. 15.
What happens in a tie?
I do not think OTP allows ties for the home run derby, so I believe they always end up with a winner one way or the other.
Nope.
So it looks like Warwick is not going to be able to take down Zalewski, so I think that's going to mean that the Hepcats are going to only have one player in the next
Round.
in the next round. Didn't have a lot of diversity going into it, but we're going to have some diversity now.
What a payout.
All right, so going into round two, we'll see what our perfect bracket lookout looks like. Maybe Hummus has had a chance to update things. Otherwise, we will keep moving on. Might be able to do a little Excel magic and figure out what standings we have um, in here if necessary.
So Ford Lincoln Mercury versus Dog Maple.
So we had Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. Um,
Man, 22 home runs at half. That's crazy.
yeah, it really is. It's very much like a kind of a home run or bust build, but hits a lot
It's
of home
working.
runs. Especially, you don't see that out of a left fielder very often. I mean, 2.8 WAR in left field is phenomenal. Um, Looks like he's gotten the contact up as well, so really a pretty solid build with some good contact and some great power. Um, and putting together just kind of average defense has really brought the build together for him. But I'm gonna Excel this out really quick, or Google Sheets it out. We'll
And Dog Maple is on State College, right? Yeah. It's the
yeah.
70 power. Okay. First baseman. Where's the DH? First base.
Doggo Maple. I don't know. Think first base or DH. Like you said, I just don't. I don't know where they've got him at. Um,
Let's see. They got him at first.
yep. Wow, 354 batting average.
Yep.
All right, I'm almost.
You checking how many perfect brackets are left?
Yep, I just gotta. I'm doing it all in Google Sheets, so it worked out all right. I just need to um, finish up the formula and I'll be all set. Um, but did we end up with having? Okay, I think I have all the brackets in there too, which is nice. Otherwise, I would have had to redo a little bit. But all right. So it appears that I don't think we have any perfect brackets left. Um, yeah, it looks like we have a bunch of people with 3 points and no perfects. There's a couple duplicate brackets. But yeah, that's a little bit surprising. Normally, with how many? I mean, we had 65, so you kind of imagine that we get at least somebody. but doesn't look like we got
Maybe for the
anything this
majors.
year. Let me figure out who was picked the least out of everybody. Yeah, Walter Walterson is kind of what really I think threw a wrench in a lot of people's brackets. Oh wait, no, this isn't. Okay, wait, I might false alarm. I might have I put the wrong name in there for somebody, so we'll see if that fixes things.
I
I don't think it's going to, but we'll see.
think Love might have been a underdog as well. Oh, that's awesome. Dude 64 is super. Jordan Love.
Yep. I believe I scouted him during the draft, and it's definitely been a great user so far. Um, doesn't look like. Yeah, looks like we have no perfects still.
Wow.
We'll sort this again, but yeah, we do not have anybody perfect. Walter Walterson was the big one that really a lot of people were picking. Oh wait, no, I messed up something again. I put
What dog?
okay, Four Leak and Mercury, DW Dog Maple. Okay, I had Walterson winning. Wait,
That
okay, never
dog
mind.
maple at 8 was crazy.
Okay.
It's a lot.
I realized I somehow just went down the list. I didn't actually put the people who win in. So we have Lincoln Mercury, Dog Maple, Love, Zalewski. Okay, we do have
Yep.
perfect brackets left.
Oh, how
Okay.
many?
Um, we have six. So
Nice.
RCGG, Taggy, Jiggy, Hummus, Doug Stevenson Jr., and Nasbase.
Oh, it's rigged. Hummus is in it.
But think of those winners. We'll see if we have a route to have no perfect brackets. Unless Hummus is kind of tuned in here. All right, sounds good, Hummus. Um,
For this prediction, should we just do one with all four of them in it? And
yeah,
oh wait, no, that doesn't
if
work.
you can, Tarpons, if you can do that and can just set it up so it's all four people, that would be
Wait,
great. So that we don't have to wait
how would
for
that work
another one.
though?
Just set up like who will win and just put all four people.
So there'll be two right answers though.
No, like the entire rest of the home run derby.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but looks like we have four Dog Maple supporters. Um, and we do have Zalewski and Love represented on the other side. So if Dogwood Maple wins the home run derby, we will guaranteed have a perfect bracket. Um, then our other options are on the other side. So Zalewski, if Zalewski wins, Dog Maple wins, that will give us a perfect bracket. And if Love wins and Ford Lincoln Mercury wins, that will no. If Love wins the entire thing and Lincoln Mercury beats Dog Maple, then we will have a perfect bracket. But if Dog Maple can win one round, that will eliminate five of our remaining brackets, and you'll need Jordan Love to go win the next two. Um,
Dog maple is the spoiler.
Indeed. No, Lincoln Mercury. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. Dog Maple is the favorite.
ah.
But so we'll see how that plays out. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility, but we'll see how it all goes.
I don't know if
We
he's
have
gonna hit 8 again.
yeah, eight's hard to get to.
What's the DW in dogwood maple?
Dogwood.
Or it's just dogwood dog maple.
I assume so.
And is his profile picture supposed to be a dog?
Um, Let me check if he put it in the.
The the render.
Yeah. Um, let's see render choices. What do he put? I no clue. Have to. I don't have. Can't see all the pictures that get submitted. So it does kind of look like a dog, though. You're not wrong. It's a good guess. I'll leave the predictions up for another minute, so people can get their money in, and then after that we will just go straight through the next the semifinals and the finals. Um, as far as seeding goes, trying to remember who um, we have the lower seed hit first. Um,
See, so Ford Lincoln was the 1 seed. Dogwood was
so
a 5
we'll
seed.
go Dog Maple first, then Lincoln Mercury, and then after that, I believe we'll have Zalewski hit first, and then Love.
Other way around. Jordan Love was 7 and Zalewski was 6.
Ah, yeah, yep. Forgot they don't put the 2 seed on the bottom. Used to the March Madness brackets. All right, we'll get underway. Starting with Dogwood or DW Dog Maple. And a first pitch home run for Dog Maple. That's
Start.
2. Nope.
Nope. Hit the bench. Hit the weight
Nope.
room.
We got it on the third hit. Third one went out. Haven't seen some really high totals, I don't think, so far in this home run derby.
That
But
8 was
the
impressive.
eight is definitely high. Um, but there's 3. So we're up to. There's 4. So
Time for a few more.
yeah, solid total. If he can get one more, that'll put him in a pretty solid spot.
One more. Nope. Did he just take a pitch?
That one got time to get out. It does.
Yep.
Beats
Yep.
it.
Beat the buzzer beater.
Indeed. So we'll head to Lincoln Mercury.
442. So he needs 6 to win.
Indeed does need 6. There's 1. There's 2.
All right.
Quick start. These quick rounds are always tight. You don't have a lot of time
He
to.
just swung and missed.
There's 3. It's on pace to get to 6.
Oh.
There's 4. It's in good position.
$15 seconds. It's 2.
It's not gonna get out. He's running out of time.
So
Yeah, it looks like Dog Maple's going to be going to the finals. All right, so then we have Jordan Love up next, right? It's the
Yep.
8 seed.
I think 7th. Another one was 6th.
Yep. My bad. You are right. So Jordan Love will start us off. It's a first pitch home run. Trying to also get it for the prediction. Hopefully we don't have a tie.
I kind of want to see that just for
Yeah,
the chaos.
just for the, I'll have to probably end the prediction. Or I guess if the person who gets to 5 ends with time on the clock, we can use that as the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's 4. You can hit one
All right,
more to
15
maybe put us on
seconds.
tie alert. Uh-oh, that's short.
Short.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
there's 5. So we're
here
going
we
to
go.
hope for
9
the
seconds.
prediction's sake that we have Zalewski get into get into 6, or otherwise we're going to
Oh,
be...
that was going. That one was going for sure. The clock cut him off.
Uh, all right. Yeah, that's kind of one of the quirks of the home run derby in OTP is that you have to hit it.
I wish you could find an option to change that.
Yeah, it's just kind of the way it works. But
Yeah,
we'll
it's
head over to
really good.
Zalewski.
Needs 6.
Yes. There's 1. Good start for him.
Strike 2.
Oh, that one didn't get out, did it? I looked away.
Wow. It didn't. I thought it was way out.
Yeah, I just stopped watching it, but already up to 3.
I don't. I don't know if it matters.
We'll see.
It might matter.
Uh-oh, we're getting down to the wire. Are we going to have a... We did have 5 from the first batter, right? Of, if I'm remembering that
Yeah.
correctly. Uh, looks like we're going to have a 5-4 win for Jordan Love.
So Love and Dogwood.
And yes, we're going to have a tie, so I guess we're going to have to cancel the prediction. I don't know how we're going to tie break that.
Or just let it run
That's
into the
true.
final.
We can let it run. It's a good idea.
One of them has to win.
All right. Head on to the final. I believe Love will go first. So these are 5-4, so it doesn't matter. And Love is the 7. So we'll see Love go first. If you want
I
to,
had him in the finals, but I did not pick him to win.
and I think this means that we have no perfect brackets.
Oh,
We needed a 4 Lincoln Mercury win for Nolan Teggy to get the perfect bracket, but did not happen
got
that
one.
way.
It's got 2. It looks like 3. Yep. All right, 3 and 30 seconds. I think we've seen this before already, though. There's number 4. He's at 4 home runs with 15 seconds left.
There's 5.
There's 5. 6.
So we'll end with 5. Quick start there for Dog Maple. Here's 2 quick ones.
That was a bomb.
I'm going to see if I can get it.
Yep, that one went. That was 3 in about at 40 seconds. Down to 30 now. Looks like 4. Now we're at 4 with 20 seconds left.
Getting down the wire because you need the tying home run.
All right, down to last
Oh wait,
pitch,
no,
I think,
excuse me.
coming
We
up here.
actually do have perfect brackets left. I got my matchup wrong. But with a
All
Jordan
right.
Love victory, we will not. But if Dog Maple won, we would have had RCGG, Hummus. Nope, Hummus did not have it. Doug. So we've had a two-way tie for first with perfect brackets. But instead,
Oh,
it did not go that way. I'm going to screenshot that and send that over to Hummus.
congrats to Jordan Love on winning
Yep.
the home run derby. Awesome dude, 64 is super.
All right. So that concludes our first home run derby of the evening. We'll get started with the second one. Need to hit a little save. I'm getting accused of fixing it if Kerry Kelly does not win. I feel like it would be the other way around, as I would, if Kerry Kelly won, I'd be fixing it. But
Nersha with the raid. Thank you, Nersha.
thank you.
All right, so first matchup is Fidel Valor Jr. versus Harry Callahan. Got my money on Harry, I think, for this one.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I'd like Val Jr. kind of like the old guy to get the home run derby done against all the young guys. It feels like a lot of the home run
Oh
derbies
yeah,
are all the young players that are kind of pre-regression, and regressing players aren't normally there. Yeah,
walk it
walking
off
off the
into
home
the
run derby,
sunset.
which would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
We'll get started. I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to pull the standings, do them by hand while we're going, but
Okay,
get
you
Valor
can do
Jr.
that.
up.
I'll just
I'm gonna leave it a little bit up so we can get some predictions in. I'll give everybody about a minute to get their predictions in for this matchup.
see. So Fidel is on. Let's see, the Nashville Stars. So Fidel. Oh, he's had a. Let's see, so he was on Nashville, went to Detroit for a couple seasons, and now he's back on Nashville for the end of his career. The most home runs he's hit in a season is 30. Last season in '69, he hit a 23 home runs total. This year, he has 14 at the break, on pace for 28. Having a pretty good year.
All right, I did figure it out, so we're all good to go for. I'll be able to get it all calculated as we go, so I can figure out who won the bracket challenge for the minors really quick. Um, just gotta do a little bit more copy pasting, but so I'll go there. We're looking for. And I believe we weight these. So our winner was Jordan Love. It's not. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we got some prediction stuff up, so I'll get us into it right now. We can get the home run derby up waiting instead of waiting for me to mess around with Google Sheets for 5 minutes. So, starting it off.
Oh, this is a beautiful ballpark, by the way.
Yeah, are you a Padres fan?
Oh yeah.
It's worked out nicely. Wow,
Yep.
500. We're having some
Damn. I
511.
think I saw 500. You saw a 511?
Mm-hmm. First one was
Wow.
511. I've streamed
Wow.
like 2 or 3 home run derbies, and I have never seen a home run go over 500 feet. I did not
Yeah.
think it was possible.
I saw 498s. I didn't even know it could hit 500, and he hit two over 500.
It's crazy.
There's another one. Another 500 footer. It's hitting bombs.
No, we're not in the Rockies Stadium.
Yeah.
510.
Wind's blowing out or what?
No clue.
Another off the brick.
There's 8.
495. It's hitting it like over the pitcher's eye pretty much. 506. Man, I know Harry Callahan has 20 home runs this season, but he's got to be a little nervous watching these go out.
Yeah,
11.
putting on quite a performance. All right, so 11. I'm pretty sure we didn't have any double-digit home run totals last year, so that's a monster total. See what Harry Callahan can do.
Let's go ahead and make my day.
Oh, did Hummus get the majors cut off? Looks like it. So we're good on that front. All right. Harry Callahan time.
So Harry's in his 5th season for Indy. He's averaging about 20 home runs per season, and he's at 20 for the halfway point this season.
That's pretty. I don't know. It's hard to get that 20 mark halfway there. You've got to hit 2 or 3 a stream every single stream.
That was 510 right there.
Not looking too good.
Well, slow start.
Still plenty of time. I mean, we saw Lincoln Mercury put up 8 in a minute, so he's got a minute left. If it's 8, he can tie it up or win the round.
It's 5. Got 40 seconds left. Needs 6 to tie. Gonna be tough. Down to 30 seconds. There's 6. He would need 5 and 15 seconds. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, that's a tough ask.
All right, he's at 7. So Vidal is going to take the first round.
All right, and I do have tentative home run derby results. I believe that our winner is Nolan Teggy, our fantastic mod head. He got everything right except he took Zalewski to be in the championship instead of Ford Lincoln Mercury. So got 10 points. And then second place, I believe, is a 3-way tie between Barry Allen, the Jordan Love user themselves, and Water and Wiggly, who all had Jordan Love and did not get Zalewski and missed 2 first-round matchups. So Cheeki definitely dominated that round for the minors. And then we'll move on to round 2 for the majors. Jazzy Thompson leading off for the Apex. One of our second Apex in the Home Run Derby. But yeah, I feel like
So
the one
Thompson.
seeds always struggle to me, it seems like. But
Too much pressure.
yeah.
So Thompson is in his 3rd year for the Apex. He's at 15 home runs this season. I think you mentioned that he did a little, I don't know, arc change or rebuild with his stats. Last season he only had 3 home runs and was barely hitting 200. This year he has 15 home runs and is hitting 222.
I want to say he was Speed or Magician before. I think it was Speed. I remember him stealing a lot of bases in the minors. So
last season he had 19 stolen bases, only caught 5 times.
That might not be. Sounds more like balanced, but I don't know if. I guess maybe when you're low TPE, it might be tough to do more than that. I'm not totally sure. But I have not been Speed myself.
So he's at looks like 2 home runs now with about 30 seconds left. There's 3. It's 501 for the distance. There's another one, 505. We're at 5 total with about 10 seconds left now.
Not a 6 definitely helps, but not a tall number in terms of majors home run derby totals.
Very beatable.
Let me. All right. So we have next up Ted Gianoulis. Always seems to be raking. Played against him in the home run derby last season, I believe. Let me check out how many perfect brackets we have left. Oh my, we might be almost all the way wiped out.
From those 2 Apex losing?
Yeah, I think Valor only had 6 people take him. So
Oh wow.
We're yeah, not looking great for our hopes of a perfect bracket. Let me just double check that that's. Yes, only 6 people took Valor Jr., so we're down to 6 brackets already. As far as this matchup goes, we have.
There's 3. About a little more than a minute left for Ted.
We have 1.
That one's short.
So we have 4 Gianoulis predictions and 2 Jazzy Thompson predictions.
All right, there's 4 for Gianoulis. He's at 55 seconds left. Needs 2 to tie.
There's
to win.
3. There's another one.
Oh.
Got time, but it's running out.
25 seconds. Needs 1.
Just needs the 1 and should be able to get the second. Any swing of the bat can do it, but not looking good so far.
10 seconds.
That's not going to get over.
It's short.
Oh, no. We're going to have Jazzy Thompson take that one, and we're going to be down to 2 perfect brackets.
Wow. I thought that was a L for Jazzy, but 6 did it.
All right. So right now, our leaders in the bracket challenge are Sam Eagle and D Sleep. They're the only ones perfect. We do have a prediction up for the EVC Peter Dawson matchup.
Okay, so EVC is having an insane season. We were talking about this earlier before the stream. He has a 3.8 WAR at second base halfway through the season. He's doing everything.
Yeah,
19 home runs, 50 RBIs, his 30 walks, 28 stolen bases, only caught 4 times.
can't ask for much more out of your second baseman there.
No. Hitting 321. That was his fielding.
Pretty good, I'm pretty sure.
4 errors, zone ratings 3, efficiency 1040.
It's great.
Yep.
Getting it done on every
yeah.
aspect of the game.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna 20 more seconds for the prediction, and then we're gonna get into this round.
I think Kell is the only one who's really defensively better than him at second right now, at least in the Legends conference.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, round 3. See what our perfect bracket holders have. And it looks like we have 1 EVC, 1 Peter Dawson. So we will have 1 survive. But we will only have 1 survive. It's 3 quick ones.
So Peter Dawson, let's see, let's take a look at his stats. 3rd year in the majors. Hit 21 and 22 home runs first 2 seasons. And he's at 15 halfway through this season.
Slow-ish start. Not, I mean, that won't get out. But 3 for the first half is not a horrible spot to be at. Would like to probably pick it up, but at least when you give yourself a solid board, you have a fighting chance going to that last round.
There's 5. 40 seconds left.
You think with guys hitting the ball 510 feet that you'd have a lot more home runs, but
right?
They're not making great contact a lot of times, but when they make great contact, they're really making great contact.
2 outcomes, just all or nothing.
Indeed. There's 7.
7?
Get to 8, that's a good spot to be at.
Even 7 with
8 if it gets out. It does. Just beats the buzzer, 496 feet. Almost. I think if you would have went 500 on that one, you would not have gotten that in on time. We'll head over to Enrique Von Caliente.
So he's got 19 home runs this season. Second behind Harry Callahan.
Gonna need a lot of home runs to take down 8. I don't think we've seen 9 from anybody yet, outside of the 111 we had.
Yeah. But is that out? Nope. Kind of a slow start. There's 2 in 30 seconds.
So there's some crazy numbers out of a second baseman.
Yeah. That one was 510 feet.
Just, I don't know if there's a single area of his game that you can kind of point to and be like, that could be a little bit better.
All right, he's got 4 halfway through, so he's on pace for 8.
Yep.
.505 for number 5. There's number 6. Got 45 seconds left to
In
hit
a good
3.
spot.
Yep.
There's 7. Has plenty of time left. Probably a good spot if you're EVC here. But don't want to...
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Should be getting
all
the
right.
9th one soon.
He's got 20 seconds to hit 1 home run.
There we go.
Didn't need the full 20.
All right.
So only 1 perfect left.
Yep, let me... Yeah, we have 1 perfect bracket left. Got a lot of people still looking for their first points as well.
I think the only one I missed was the Harry Callahan one.
Yep, I missed. I had Ted Ginulis as my winner, so that kind of knocks me out of contention.
Yeah.
D Sleep is our last remaining pick, and he has Kerry Kelly winning this round. So we're gonna need 4 straight matchups to go his way. Otherwise, we're not gonna have any perfect brackets going forward. There's 1 for Bubs.
I'm looking at the forum post, and it looks like the picture is of last year's bracket.
Yeah, I think that somebody told Hummus. I saw something about that, but...
Okay. I was trying to look at the seedings, but...
Yeah, looks like it's right for the minors.
Yeah.
Just not the majors. But. Four this early is a pretty good pace to be on. Slowed down a lot, up to 5 now. Does need to start getting some more out.
What team is
Providence.
Bubzone? Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they're not having the best season.
Yes, it's Valor Jr., Jazzy, and EVC so far.
Alright, so looking at Bub's stats, this is his 5th season, his 3rd different team in 5 seasons. He had a couple years with 17 home runs, and this year he's at 14 at halfway break. He's having a good year.
Indeed. Definitely a very solid year. Especially trying to pull up something. But 9.
Playing first base, almost hitting 300, 1.2 WAR.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially, I believe he's in kind of that 700s TPE range, so putting up some great offensive numbers. So Kerry Kelly is going to need 9, and is going to need 10 to keep our perfect bracket alive. Otherwise, we will be seeing nobody make it through the first 4.
And it's a fix if Kerry Kelly doesn't win, right?
Of course. But
Kerry Kelly's on Buffalo.
indeed. I think 3 straight Silver Sluggers in the Legends Conference at first base.
Number 2 hitter. Let's see, 5th season with Buffalo, all with Buffalo, hitting 287. Has had a season with 30 home runs, 27, 30, 22, 23, and at 17 so far this season at the halfway point. So on pace for 34. Nice WAR, 1.9 WAR halfway through.
Struggling so far. Is going to need 8 home runs in about 70 seconds.
Not looking good. That one got
There's
out.
4.
That's 3. That's 4.
It's going to
Still doable.
need him to start coming pretty quickly though.
Need a boost.
Indeed.
Is that short? Oh, track power. 30 seconds. It's 5 home runs in 4 home runs in 15 seconds. Not looking good. I think Bubs is going to take this one.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna really iron out our perfect brackets. Nobody's left.
No more
Oh
perfects.
my goodness, this is. So we have after the first round, no perfect brackets remaining. We do have couple people tied. I mean, most we only have 6 people that even have got 3 out of 4. So really
Hmm.
a really tough round. I think 6 people had Vidal Valor Jr. winning round 1, and only 17 had Barker Bubs winning round 2, and only 22 people had Jazzy Thompson winning or winning that one as well. So we had a lot of the underdogs in terms of people who what the bracket submission said getting chosen or making it. Really, the only favorite we had was EVC, who was
Hmm.
46 out of I think 65 or 70, somewhere around there, brackets. Yeah, we had 65 minors. How many majors? 68. So really did not see nobody. 3 of our 4 champions were picked less than a third of the time. Our 3 of our 4 winners were picked less than a third of the time. So we see how that plays out.
Bracketology.
Yeah.
What are we doing for the prediction?
I think you should just go who wins. Should be getting one up here though. Might do the same thing as
Or
last time, but
most home runs for this round, and then who wins for the next round?
we'll see. See what Tarpons cooks up for us.
Adam Cook. Semi and final, but threw in a tie as an option. I don't see it.
I do not either.
So this is Vidal's last season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See if we can get.
Big.
No, we can't see it. Tarpons does not. Don't see
Nah,
any predictions.
maybe cancel it and just bring it up again. Yeah, that'd be a good way to go out for Vidal.
Indeed. As far as seeding goes, I believe we'll have Thompson or Valor Jr. will go first, then Thompson, and then we'll have Bubs, and
Like
then Von
Bubs.
Kiliente. So we'll have to back
Nah,
out.
dang it.
But
Is there a certain year that you have to retire,
The only way
or is that just by choice?
you get
I feel
forced
like,
into retirement is if you go under 150 TPE if you're not signed to a team, or if you go under 100 while you're signed. Otherwise,
uh,
you can play as long as you'd like. It's tough to play though when you get down to the like 200 TPE.
the final years. Yeah.
Yeah, most people retire kind of in that like 7 to 1100 range, to my knowledge. But yep, looks like it's good now. We can see it. So give
Yep.
people like a couple minutes to get into that prediction. But I know we've had a couple people that have played really far into it. I believe Allegra Macarena um, did did it. I think because they were going for the all-time. I can't remember if it was wins or saves,
Uh,
but they did get it. If I, they got something. Trying to remember what it was. Yes, wins. Got to 188 wins, um, and I believe they are retired now.
nice.
Beat the record by 9, but it's really tough when you get into those like those really old years. Macarena played 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 seasons in the majors, which is something else. It's a long, long career and 3 in the minors, so like 19 seasons of baseball.
Yeah.
But we had another person who played pretty far in and got the saves record, which was for Delling. I don't know how old Delling is though. Um, Looks like he's getting there. I don't think he's played into that. Like Macarena, I think was touching 100 at the end.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. And this Macarena had really good stats too, for being kind of all the way down there. Really did not have the wheels fall off, which was pretty impressive. But yeah, occasionally people will really push their careers about as far as they can go. But
I was hoping once my guy got old and washed that I'd be able to go back to the minors and rejoin my old
yeah,
team.
we
But I guess that's not a thing.
no, it's just mainly a lot of it's just that it's tough to track. But then also there's just
Yeah.
like a bunch of other, it adds a little complications, and then you also have to kind of play in the majors long enough to get to that age, and I don't know. Then also you'd have like
Would have been cool.
IA players coming back in that they kind of regress back down, and
Huh.
yeah, things get a little weird. But looks like we don't really have many people in the prediction at the moment. Um, I'll give like 30 more seconds, and then we'll get into it. All right, we'll get started with Vidal Valor Jr. Nothing to show for the first 2 swings. Forget what
Come on,
Valor
old man.
Jr.'s career numbers look like. I believe they're pretty. He's been a name that I have seen quite a lot. Almost at that 30 war mark, so might be someone we'll see in the Hall of Fame. Um, I think Hit
Two
200
total
home
more.
runs a
Yeah,
couple seasons ago. He's won a couple
he's at
Silver
261.
Sluggers. Handful of All-Star games as well. Did
Four.
not make it this year though for the All-Star game.
And one Gold Glove at second base.
Yeah, it's impressive when you get the Gold Glove and you can get both the Silver Slugger and the Gold Glove, especially in the same season. Also, his third in MVP that year, so clearly was a fantastic year there in 2064. So he hit 283, 927 OPS, 5.8 WAR with 53 stolen bases. But
He's at 3 home runs, less than a minute left.
yeah, looks like he'll likely be won't quite get to 300, but almost was going to wrap up around like 270 home runs and 290 stolen bases, which is some pretty good numbers. There's 5. Six. I feel like 7 would be huge. That's going to be number 7. So all things considered, kind of going into the last 30 seconds with only 4 home runs, getting 3 really kind of boosts your chances here. Send up Jazzy Thompson. No home runs through the first 4 swings. Nothing that has really been promising either. There's one that at least got to the warning track. Quite minute 30 so far. Quite 30 seconds. There's the first home run. Over the bush, 500 feet. There's number 2, 508 feet. Kind of just crazy how you can barely get them to the warning track and all of a sudden hit 2 that are going to 500
feet over the fence.
Yeah.
Catches that marine jet stream.
Guess so. There's 3. Really going to need to pick it up like Valor Jr. did, but there's 4. Looking good. I think all of his home runs have been 500 or more feet. There's 5. That one's... Oh, I thought that was going to be another 500-footer, but only 494. See, that one's over the batter's eye. Another 494-foot home run. Struggling to close it out. Needs one more to put himself into a tie. Oh, there we go. There's 7, 510 feet, and there's 8.
Yep.
And Jazzy Thompson will be advancing to the next round. Both kind of really started off slow and picked it up at the end. I'll put this one in. See what that's looking like now.
So Jazzy Thompson advances to the finals.
Yep, see who he faces. That puts Sam Eagle in sole possession of first base, or first place. He's the only one who had Jazzy Thompson in the final. We've got Nolan Teggy, What a Thrill, Foxy G, and Christine F. All at 4 in second place. So we'll start the round. 497 feet for the first swing.
Pretty good start.
Yeah, getting 3 quick ones in 20 seconds. On pace for quite a round so far, 495.
And what's that, on pace for 16?
Yep. There's 5. It's going to be tough to keep this pace up, but definitely would like to do it. Slowing down, though. 20 seconds or so without one. Still though, like even just a solid second half would.
Still on pace for 10.
Yeah. Just needs like kind of like
Well,
3 or 4 in the second half. And that's a good spot to be in. There's 501 for number 6. There's number 7 over the batter's eye for 500 feet. There's 8.
would Jazzy have 8 or 9?
510. I believe it was 8. There's 9.
All right.
Let's see if we can get to double digits.
And 6.
So we're going to end up at 9. Head over to Barker Bubs. See what he can do. Gonna need like one of the. I think we've only seen one double-digit round so far, so getting to 10 is definitely going to be a struggle. See if he can do it though. There's the first home run.
510.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen anything that's been over 511, which is the. I think the first home run we saw was 511.
I missed.
Haven't seen anything.
I missed
since.
that one. I didn't
Yeah.
actually see it. I've seen a bunch of 510s though. You have to screenshot that 511
Yeah, I'll have to go back and.
or clip it. Go back and clip it.
Yeah. That's a moonshot.
Oh,
It's kind of funny. They go
looked like it
farther
was
when they go
yeah.
through the scoreboard. They go over. It's always like 500,
Right.
but 4's not a bad spot to be in. We're up to 6 now. 45 seconds left. Is on pace.
Got a shot.
Only 30 seconds. Looking dire. And indeed, it does look like, unless we have 4 straight home runs here, probably going to be seeing Enrique Von Caliente heading to the final.
Well, what if he gets 2 right here in the last 10 seconds? Oh, not gonna happen. All right, EVC to the finals versus Jazzy Thompson.
And I believe Thompson will go first, so we can just go straight into it. Thompson should be seated lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enrique's like the second seed, I'm pretty sure. If I'm remembering
Yeah,
that
he had
correctly.
19 home runs.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think Jazzy had 15.
Yep. All right. So kind of an update on our brackets. We've got new first place people. We got Foxy G and Christina Aff, both who have Enrique Von Caliente. So if Enrique Von Caliente wins, we will have a 2-way tie for first. And then I think Nolan
Who's the other guy?
Nolan Teggy is tied for second right now with Vigilante and D-Sleep, but he's got Jazzy Thompson.
Ooh.
So we might see a double Nolan Teggy victory tonight if Jazzy Thompson takes home the win. That would be something. We'll get into it. We'll see if Jazzy Thompson can make Nolan Teggy the winner here. We have a lot of Enrique Von Calientes, though, that are all at 4, so I think we may see something like, might see like an 8-way tie for second place if that were to happen, which would be pretty funny. Number 1 for Jazzy Thompson there.
Slow start. And for the prediction, Jazzy would have to hit two more home runs than Enrique, I think, to tie
Yeah, that is tough,
or no,
but
to win.
yeah, it is tough though. But at least he's going first, so he actually does have a chance to do it. But not looking like a good start to win that prediction for him so far.
On pace for six total.
Really slow,
On
kind of middle of the middle third for him.
This is not looking like a good round. There's one.
500.
At four with 25 seconds left.
Really needs probably 2 or 3 to give himself a fighting chance.
Yeah. Not looking good.
Getting less than 4 with 2 minutes is really tough to do. There looks like he'll get to 4 at least.
Five.
Oh, yep, 5. My bad. All right. Enrique Von Caliente needs 6 home runs to be a home run derby champion.
Where's EVC? It's not in here? Nope.
Does not look like it. Nothing through the first 15 seconds. But there's the first one. It's 5 away now.
Number two.
There's 2.
Off the wall.
There's 3. There's 4.
Oh,
It's
he's
almost
catching on
all but
fire.
wrapped up. 5.
There we
So
go.
just waiting for the 6th. And there we go.
All in a
Didn't
row.
even need a minute to get to 6. And Enrique
Wow.
Von Caliente is your home run derby champion. Congrats,
I'd say he's
EVC.
my pick for MVP halfway through the season, too.
Might be getting some hardware. So I'll put that into the Google Sheet. We'll see what that spits out. Looks like we will have first place going to Christine F. and Foxy G. Both got 10 points, had identical brackets. They had Enrique Von Caliente over Jazzy Thompson. And they did not get either of the other first round matchups, so they missed all but their finalists and got everything else right through the way and pulled it out. And then we have a 8-way tie for second place between KDR, Pifferfish, GT Probably, Squatch 50, 7 Arrows, Knoll, Nosbase, and Punk. So a lot of Enrique Von Caliente supporters getting paid out. All of them had Enrique Von Caliente over somebody that was not Jazzy Thompson. And they, yeah, there's a lot of people that did not pick. Thompson only got 6 first round matchups, so the fact that you got the champion and a guy in the finals who only probably got picked to go to the final, like by 1 or 2 other people, is quite something. But
Yeah, that Harry Callahan Vidal upset, and then Ted versus
I'm
uh,
kind of surprised because I mean that's a 4 versus
Jazzy.
5 matchup, and you'd kind of think. I mean, Gene Lewis is a big name, but you'd kind of think that you know, given that it's so close, that you might have a lot more people riding on Jazzy Thompson, but
Right?
it's not the case. So with that, the home run derby is concluded. That was mean, it was kind of funny. Like we also had three more people that got 7 points and not eight, and that was because they only got EVC winning, and they got everything else. They missed everything else, so almost pulled it out, but lost out to the people that it looked like every single person that is in second place got all their points from Enrique Von Caliente winning. They got 7 from there. Then all of them got Barker Bubs. The people that
Huh.
lost were the people who took Kerry Kelly instead of. Um, that's so interesting how many basically identical brackets we had. I mean, none of the people who were. None of them got Valor Jr. right. And apart
Yeah, that was
from apart from two people who got Jazzy Thompson and Enrique Von Caliente winning, everybody else did not get Jazzy Thompson. So lots of misses. But
I think the the Harry Callahan loss, broke a lot of brackets in the first round.
yeah, it was forgot who did he was against Thompson. Yeah, that broke everyone
Vito.
but 6. So broke 62 brackets. Oh no. That was in Callahan was not the first round against Thompson. That was against Valor Jr. So that broke wait.
Vidal
No,
broke
that
a lot
that
of
did
brackets
that
with
did
that
break.
win.
That broke 62 brackets.
Wow.
Yeah. That's something. Quite a chaotic um quite a chaotic night. Yes, EVC, welcome into the chat. You did take down the Majors Home Run Derby Championship, so congratulations on your Home Run Derby win.
Congrats, EVC. It's over.
I'm gonna get the upload started.
We got the All-Star game tomorrow.
Yep, maybe a little bit earlier than 7 p.m. I will update everyone on that.
I will try to be there
Yep. If you can't make it, I'll just keep it at 7. But
for sure. I would just use that third slot on the Excel sheet
okay,
for like
yeah, got it,
a maybe.
got it.
I think they wanted to use it for something else, but if someone else can fill in, they can take that second slot.
Sounds good. But it was quite a home run derby. Lots of chaos. Let me see. When the last time we
Lots
did
of
not?
upsets.
Yeah, home run derby always has tons of upsets. Um, I am curious though, when the last time. So we've had perfect brackets. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the minors side. Um, and on the majors side, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but 4 of those are all the same season. So looks like they actually are pretty rare to kind of pull off. I mean, it's only 7 games, but it filters down people fast.
Yeah,
I mean, there's only 128 combinations of what can even happen, and you'd think that, I don't know, I guess,
someone would hit.
yeah, but looks like it probably just because you don't actually get an even distribution of all of them. So, but
So if you have the highest scoring bracket, you win 5 mil,
believe so. Yep.
and second
Forget.
highest is 2.5.
Yep.
And then if you did hit a bonus, or I mean the perfect, you get a bonus of 10 mil.
Yep. Has not been handed out either of the past 2 seasons, but 4 perfect brackets in the 3 seasons before that. So,
Oh, and then if you reply, you get a free 500K.
yep.
Do we do a ask the booth?
Yeah, people can ask away if you have any questions. I'm always happy to. It's kind of some nice like post, I don't know, mid-upload entertainment. But
So earlier you kept saying my lemurs or our lemurs. Are you GM of the
yes,
lemurs?
yep. KP and I
Okay,
GM the lemurs,
nice.
so giving him a hard time, but it's because we're GMs, so know him pretty well.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was fixed, I guess.
was not fixed. He just is a home run derby choker. But I never, like I kind of said earlier, I feel like I never find success in the home run derbies, but it's been I've been in them quite a bit. I just have not ever um, just
Got the lucky RNG.
yeah. It's tough to pull out.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe been in it 3 or 4 times, and I've maybe made it. I think I've lost in the first round almost every single time. Maybe won the first round once, but I have never been to the finals. So
Yeah. EVC, you could just watch the VOD, replay your victory as many times as you want. Does the player get anything for winning?
they do not. People have suggested it, but I think the general consensus is. I mean, it's tough because like there's not an equivalent competition for other positions, so you just get a lot of the.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
know.
sense.
Don't get a lot of.
I'm
Um,
I'm not going to be in the home run derby as a magician,
yeah, yeah. It's like the magician arcs. The pitchers don't have even have a chance.
Yep.
I mean, it's really kind of power freak three true outcome, and then occasionally balanced, and some other archetypes will, have some really strong starts. But um,
Yeah.
as far as all star snubs go, I don't have anyone off the top of my head. I was kind of out of town for the last 3 sims and am very out of date on what happened. But it's a little bit surprised to not see Yosh on Really Rowdy Diamonds or Clear Not Cloudy. He kind of seems like he always makes the All Star game, but to not do it this season doesn't look like he
Let's
made it last year either.
see. I can pull it up by, let's start with legends. And we could go by what pitchers. I'll go position players first. What would you go by? Probably War or Woba.
I mean, theoretically, War. I think the offense is a little kind of slants it a lot towards the offense and just batting average in general.
Yeah.
So,
So
but
that's why I was thinking Woba would be
yeah,
a
either
good one.
WOBA or OPS or runs
So
created, something like that.
Cadavra is leading both of those in the legends, and then it's Otage and Woofington and Fern. So I don't know if all four of them are in.
I mean,
And then it's Harishikesh would be the next guy up,
yeah,
and then O Richards. Those
Rishikesh.
are like the top five.
So in the majors, we had Kadavra. Wow, 357 batting average at catcher. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
411 Woba.
yeah, that's something. Um, who else did you say?
Otage,
Otage is in there.
Woofington Jr.,
Woofington Jr. is also in there.
Fern.
Justin Fern
How many
is.
catchers are there?
There's three, all three of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I do not see a Justin Fern.
It's fair for the top three then. All right. How about first base? I got Kelly, Bubs, Dawson.
Yep, they're all in it. That's it.
Okay. That's fair. No snubs. Second base,
Just
we got
EVC.
EVC, Lay Swift, and Ziegler.
So yeah, Nola, Swift, or Ziegler.
Just EVC. Ooh, okay. Yeah.
What did their stats look like?
Uh, they're
The little
So
Swift.
second base, we had Lay Swift had, let's see, actually, sorry, not Lay Swift. Uh, Kell and Ziegler were both .7 WAR. Kell had a 319 WOBA. Ziegler had a 310, but EVC is just like 100 points above them.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. They're probably
Yeah,
borderline in terms of you know.
yeah. Third base, we had Don Marcus. Oh wait, sorry. Yep, Don Marcus, Taggy, and Webb.
I need to start the second half of the upload. 1 second. All right. It's Marcus and Teggy. That's it.
Okay, yeah, Webb and Lansdale were pretty close there, I think. Really close to Taggy, but
Um,
I don't think
you asked
necessarily
about
snub.
kind of over like surprises. I am a bit surprised that Cancun is we're gonna be a great team, but we are a little closer to DVS than I thought we might be, and I think we're on pace for 72 wins. I was kind of more shooting for that kind of mid 60s mark, so that's been good. Nashville's been doing great, up to 33. They're on pace for 66, and I think they're more of mid 50s, so they're really doing well as well. Um, Trying to remember, we had a lot of kind of competitive teams. It was kind of like 6 teams that were really in possible contention. The Sloths have been doing really well. They're basically in the mix with Boise and Vancouver. And New York's been struggling, which I think bit of a surprise. Enoch always puts together some good teams, but they are 6 games back of the playoffs right now, so they have a little bit of catching up to do.
What what's the best record and what's the worst record in
37 and
those?
17 is DVS, and there's 36 and 18 for
No, no, no.
Cancun. Or you're
I mean
saying?
for the a single season,
Oh,
like ever.
I can check. Give me a second. So the
And then
best win value in the Legends is 82 wins. Back in the old days from DVS, they're not even in the Legends anymore. Um,
yeah,
Modern day though, you're looking at 81 from the Aviators in like 6 seasons ago.
that's pretty crazy.
It
What about
is
the least wins?
crazy. Least is tough because they're all like early days, but they're also DVS. Or no, wait, that's losses. Worst Outer Banks had 16 back in
Oh,
2046. Um, but
that's a tank job
nobody's
right there.
gotten there within the last 25 seasons. So, um,
Just looking at Lunar with the 13.
champions looks like Seattle's had a 78 and 81 win season, and then the season before both of those, DVS had 82. In terms of worst,
82.
there was a 6 win season,
Oh,
and then after that, it's 15 in
wow.
2058.
Those records sound pretty safe.
Yeah, 80 is really hard to get to, but we did see. I mean, you saw Outer
Yeah,
Banks get to 81, so
yeah.
um, yes, that was Sarasota with 6. Um, yeah, looks like we have the index is uploaded with your home run derby champions. We'll see you tomorrow night again. We'll see. Might have to call a little bit of an audible on the stream time, but we'll figure it out. Thank you for
Hasta mañana.
yeah, thanks for joining me tonight, Twitchy or Twitchy. I
Cheeky.
talked to Twitchy way too much. Yes, Cheeky. They're pretty similar. But yeah, thank you, Cheeky, for joining
Raid.
me.
Let's see.
Did a great job. Well, yeah. So right into Seawit. And then yeah, thank you Tarpons for doing a great job with the predictions. Home Derby predictions are tough, and you did a great job of them. Um, Let me get our raid started over to Seawit, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Later.
See ya.
huddle guys near the bottom. What's going on in all that huddle water this week?